Deep breath whenever the spirit goes down.
I want everyone to think of the first word that comes to their mind when I say the word mother. Some might think of loving, some might think of generous, or some might think of that favorite pasta that she always makes. But like me, and probably most of you, you probably thought of the phrase hardworking. And to me, my mother is the hardest working woman in my life, and she has influenced me into the person I am today. So, this is my artifact. Most of you have probably recognized this, and this is Rosie the Riveter, and this was propaganda that circulated during World War II, and it aimed at recruiting female workers in the workplace, and more specifically in the defense industry.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for you to understand how this artifact how this fulfills the definition of rhetoric, I'll describe how this assists in advocacy and how it builds community. To begin, this is a function of social rhetoric because this advocates that women are strong and capable of complete tasks, and this can be seen in an artifact by her bold face and her flexing of the right arm, and also the text written above her head. So before I talk about this artifact and how it assists in advocacy, I'll first need to define the term what assisting in advocacy means. So overall, this term says that through rhetoric and persuasive speaking, one is able to express and draw the attention of the community to convey their ideas. And in this artifact, Rosie advocates for women through her body language. She has a bold face and a strong arm, and it illustrates that women are strong and that their strength should not be taken lightly. In this artifact, the text says we can do it. It doesn't say we may be able to do it or we might be able to do it, but it says we can do it. And that's a very bold statement. So now that I talked about how this artifact assists in advocacy, I'll next discuss how this artifact is a function of social rhetoric in building community. But before I talk about this artifact, I'll also need to define what this building of community means. So a community is a collection of people with a shared idea or interest, and by means of rhetoric, these communities are able to unite and to express their beliefs to other communities or other individuals to maybe even build their community as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And as this propaganda circulated during World War II, many women were inspired by this empowerment that was portrayed in this propaganda, and we saw that women participation in the workforce increased. Or according to the History Channel, women participation in the workforce increased from 27 to 37%. That's a very big increase. And this community was not just any ordinary community, but this community was a community of value, action, and purpose. So to close, I talked about how this artifact represents the social aspects of rhetoric, and by describing how this assists in advocacy and how it builds community. And as Rosie the Riveter inspired many women during World War II to enter the workforce, my mother continually influences me on a day-to-day basis.
Mm.
So,